Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Tolkiencraft II, The Labors of Valentine. The Labors of the Person Who Cannot Speak, the End of the Day Tour. Yes, I'm having troubles. Yeah, the cats aren't helping. Hashtag blame the cats. Right. Okay, I'm sorry. For some reason my brain decided to shut down right as I decided to do the End of the Day Tour, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I thought I would show you the progress that I've made on the main quest line for Draconis, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So this is under the quest journal section, and basically we went to Middle Earth, we did a number of different tasks, and we chose the path of good. You can also choose the path of evil, nasty, dastardly deeds, and we didn't go that route. So right now, I'm at the point where I need to head to Mount Doom. As you can see, it's a fair distance away, and this is the closest point that I have that I can go to it from, is my actual base. I suppose if I hopped around with the fast travel, I might be able to get closer. These places I know I have not officially been to. I think I must have been there or near there as part of some op thing that I was doing to help someone out or whatever. So that's why I'm not just using those to hop down closer, because I haven't, in gameplay, I haven't been there. So I am going to fly my behind down, all the way down here, and I'm going to fly some more, and I'm going to fly even more, and I'm going to keep going until I get to this point, which is Mount Doom. That is going to take a long time to get to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the majority of it off camera, and I probably will stop just before I get to this point so that we can see enemy territory here, and then I will again go off camera and do the remainder of the journey close to Mount Doom before I do it in stream again. So you guys will not be seeing the majority of the journey, but I assure you I will be flying there and not teleporting myself there. Even though as an op I could do that, but I am not going to do that. This is a legit travel. Which means I will be collecting goods and things on the way, so I will show you what I've collected in my bags on my journey there. And I'm sorry, BTC, Smoker, you can't come with me. It is just too dangerous. There's orcs everywhere, and I'm sure they would see you and think what a nice, fur rug you would make. Albeit rather small, but I don't want to take that chance. So you guys have to stay here and look after the place while I'm gone. Alright? That's a good cat. Cats. Alright, so besides wandering around and doing quests, I also started on this area of the build, and this is going to be my new Patron Gardens for this season. And we're going to have a nice stream that's flowing down the hill, as you see here, and it's also going to meander around, well, the other parts of the base. I don't know how far it's going to go yet. I haven't decided that, but as usual, I decide things as I build them, and I will play it by ear. Right, so what else did I do? Oh yes, I did one very important thing, for which I needed to make a little bit of salmundus, and I actually managed to set up a crucible this time and have it work. And for those of you who don't do much Thaumcraft and aren't sure, like I wasn't sure, because I had never tried this before, you can in fact do two things which, most of you probably know this, and you're probably going to look at this and say, well, of course that makes sense, but I've never done it before, so I'm going to show you. I took these guys from my, the wisps that I've been killing in my mob farm, and I melted the appropriate ones, so like I melted some air, Actually, no. I think I already had enough air. I think it was Ordo that I had to melt. Anyway, point is, I took the ethereal essence and I put it in here. And it did, in fact, break down into what I had hoped. It gave me Ordo, and it gave me some... Where's the... I thought it was shift. Anyway, it's not that. Hang on. This might be a little easier. Alright. Where's the Ordo? Why can't I see it? Anyway, if you press shift. Okay, so you can see that there's two aspects on there. This is Aqua, and it has Aqua and Aurum. So, of course, Ordo has Ordo and Aurum. And it melted down into those two aspects like I had hoped. I've never tried that before, so I was quite pleased that that little experiment worked. And as you can see, I've got my Aurum from that right here. And then I took vials, or phials. And I took those, and you need to make the balance shards, because I needed the Sal Mundus, and you need that Salus? Is it Salus Mundus? Yes, it is. Right, so you smelt these, but the problem was getting these. And in order to do that in the manual fashion and not setting it up as an automated thing with the chemical construct, etc., which I didn't really want to get into at this point, you just need 2 of each aspect and then throw in any shard. It can, in my case, I used fire shards, but it doesn't matter. And it changes it into a balance shard. I've tried this in the past, and I don't know what it was I kept doing, but I kept messing it up, and I had trouble making them, the balance shards. But using the phials, which are solely the aspect that you need, it works. You just throw the phial in. Oh, let's get out of there. You just throw the phial in there of each one of the 6 aspects, and then throw in the appropriate number of shards, which would be 4 for each set of phials. And it worked. I actually got the balance shards without any problem. So I just wanted to explain what I'd done there in case you were curious about those. So I learned something today. It's always a good day when you learn something, right? Anyway, what I ended up doing with that was I wanted to finish the I Want All the Things quest. So I turned in, after making it, I made the 64K ME Essentia storage component, and that required 10 pieces of Salus Mundus, which is why I was making the Salus Mundus. And then, of course, I turned in all 3 of these since I'd made them, and finished off that quest line. And, oh yes, and we have one more thing to show you. Sounds like Spyro is having an issue. Alright. In the little bit of flying towards Mount Doom that I did do in the stream today, I ran across the first of my herd of elk. And I have named this one Snowflake and this one Belle. They're named after my finches. And I have tamed them both so I can ride them. Although we don't currently have any saddle on them. So they're my first elk. My very first elk. So the start of the herd. And that's it. That's what I did today. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it was. I spent about 3 hours doing the quest lines, and actually no, 4 hours doing the quest lines, and the last hour or so working on the beginnings of the Patron Garden. So let's get out of here. Hello, pussycats. And I'm just waiting for all the grass to grow up, and then we'll work on the next phase of it, which is going to require walkways and lots of fun stuff like that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this end of the day tour. I'm sorry I'm a little bit scattered. I'm not sure what happened. My brain just suddenly decided, okay, you're done. Click. It turned off. But as always, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye.